In 2005, I knew I made the correct career move when I sat in the back of a cold, dark C-17 as the pilots performed a combat landing into Iraq. I was 10 minutes away from watching the ramp of that aircraft drop to an unknown number of wounded and injured service members. I was going to play a very small role in helping to get those men and women home to their loved ones. Hello, my name is Josh Dennis, and today I'm going to talk about why I joined the United States Air Force, why I became a medic, and why I crossed into aeromedical evacuation. Why I joined the Air Force? That's pretty straightforward. I grew up in an Air Force town. I grew up in South Florida on the East Coast, right outside of Patrick Air Force Base. The entire town was inundated with Air Force. Everywhere I went my whole life, I saw people in uniform. The town was always celebrating the Air Force. There was even an annual air show. My father was a retired Army officer, and I also had two brothers serving, one in the Marine Corps and one in the Army. I talked to all three of them about it, and they all did agree the Air Force was a good choice and it had a great quality of life. So, in 11th grade, at the air show, I talked to the recruiter and I joined the delayed enlistment program. That's where you go to basic training after 12th grade. When I finished my senior year, I took off to Lackland, where Air Force Basic is. And in basic training, halfway through, one of the fellow trainees collapsed and went into convulsions and seizures. There really wasn't much I could do. I wasn't trained. I did try to help, but I did see the Air Force medics respond. And as I watched them take care of that patient, I said to myself, hey, I can do this. You know, and Enduring Freedom had just started, so obviously there'd be a need for medics, so why not me? I put that down on my list as my number one choice, and sure enough, I got it. Shortly after basic and after technical school, I went to my first base. The Air Force had a policy that you had to be on station for 2 years before you did a special duty. During these 2 years, I had made my mind set that I was going to do aeromedical evacuation. Not only was Afghanistan going strong, Iraq had started, and the Air Force was in desperate need of aeromedical evacuation technicians, and I couldn't think of a better way to serve. So when I met the eligibility, I was straight off to AE, and then they sent me to Germany. While in Germany, I flew missions to Iraq, Afghanistan. We flew the patients back to Germany. From Germany, we would fly to DC, where we would take the patients to Walter Reed and Bethesda, and we would also fly to San Antonio, where we would take burn patients to Brooke Army Medical Center. It was a great 3 years, and it was definitely the high point of my career. I still have quite a bit of career left to go, but I do not see myself doing anything that will ever compare. Well, today I hope I informed everyone a little bit about who I am and why I've made the career choices that I've had. In summary, I've discussed why I joined the United States Air Force, why I became a medic, and why I chose aeromedical evacuation. I love serving my country, and if anyone has any questions about this speech or about how to become an Air Force medic, please don't hesitate to respond to this forum. I'd love to talk to you. Thank you.